The shocking truth about construction project management. You need to know this. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what's missing in construction, collaboration, and integration. So we're going to find out, do win-lose situations really work? If not, how do we maximize the team that we're a part of? And how do we really take care of each group? If you are interested in that, stay with us. We're going to cover that right now. Okay, so here's the secret about construction project management. And very few people know this, no matter how good of a person they actually are and how effective they are. In construction, we only win together. You can see that at every level. You can see that from construction companies at their level. You can see that within departments. You can see that within functional groups. You can especially see that on projects, within teams, amongst the foremen, amongst workers. We only win together. You know, there's this concept of the win-lose, right? And I absolutely hate that concept. So think about it like this. Let me just give you a couple of examples. Let's say you're on your project site and you're like, hey, all of these trade partners, we've got a couple of A players, B players, but those 3 or 4 over there, not good. I'm gonna really take care of these, and I'm gonna run these folks out of here. I'm gonna hurt them. I'm going to bully them, I'm going to document them, and I'm going to run them off the job site. I got to win, I got to lose. Is that a real situation? Absolutely not. Because on every project, if you have A players, B players, you could have, let me just give you an example. You could, and I wrote this in the book, Elevating Construction Superintendents. You could have a foreman and her crews could be just absolutely top notch, always planned, materials always there, best training ever, always prepared, always following the rules, always at the hoist or at the lay down yard on time, always, right? And then have your F player contractors in her way, slowing down her production, not allowing her to do her work, causing drama, creating safety stand downs, all of the things, and on and on and on and on. How well do you think that A player contractor is going to do if you've got F player contractors roaming around? Now, don't get defensive, please, because I'm not even saying that it's naturally or inherently their fault. What I'm saying is they get to rise to the occasion, we get to help them, and we all should rise together. And so if you have A players, B players, and then D and F players, all of your trades are going to be taken down because it will affect the environment. And this is the thing people don't understand about construction. You could add 10 people, additional people, trained people, qualified people with tools and materials to every one of your crews, and you wouldn't go any faster if the work is not made ready. So if you put that A player contractor behind an F player contractor, that F player contractor is the pace of your job. So you cannot win unless we all win together. Now, let's look at it from an entity standpoint, right? On the job site. Let's say you have an owner's rep that's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to protect the owner, but I'm going to beat the heck out of the designer and the contractors. I'm going to stay after them and prove my self-worth. We've done videos about this, about how to fail at being an owner's rep, but let's understand this. If that owner's rep did that, will they still take care of their client? No, because you can't deliver for the client if you're bullying the designer and bullying the contractor and they both fail. The client that you have doesn't get what they need. So there's never really, I can't think of a single win-lose scenario. All theoretical win-lose situations end up as a lose-lose. That's it. There are no win-loses. I don't even know of a win-lose in life. Win-loses always become lose-lose situations. So we can only really win if it's a win-win or a win-win-win. Okay? That is the truth around construction. We are better together and we are dependent together. There's 2 other concepts that I want you to know. It does not matter how fast or how good your good trades are on your site. It does not. Your job is going at the pace of your slowest or your most ineffective trade. That's a fact. It's just like when you get on the freeway this morning, you're like, hey, I've got this awesome Tesla that can go whatever, it's driving itself, and then you hit a car wreck and there's a bottleneck on the freeway. You're not going any faster than that car wreck. You're only going the speed of your most limiting factor, right? And then when it comes to all of the entities, we are so separated and segregated, even amongst trades, that all of these different production systems and overall project management systems have to network together to accomplish a project. And then in the industry, if companies don't stop this toxic competition, then we will never progress because we are better together than we are by ourselves. So that is the truth of this video. So let me give you some examples of how you can actually do it in each scenario. So before I do this, let me give you a good example of a win-win. So if you're like, win, I just checked out these videos, awesome, I've got help for my career, and Elevate is also with their amazing people creating all these checklists for me, win, but I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna like the video, there's a lose there, but a win for me. That's gonna turn out to be a lose-lose, because then people don't actually get the algorithm, they don't get the sharing, and then you won't get future videos, right? But if you're like, hey, let's do a win-win, hey, I'm going to give a like and subscribe, that elevates our ability to share, and we'll get these videos continuously to you and make it worth our time for the amount of time and money that we put into this. So that's a win-win. So that's a perfect example. There is no win-lose with this channel. It's either a lose-lose together or win-win. So like and subscribe. I appreciate you. Love you right here. So let's talk about design. Well, probably before that, I should talk about the owners. Owners, here's an eternal fact. Eternal fact. Your job will only finish on time if you, your owner's rep, the designer, the contractors, and the trades all win. That's it. That is a historical fact. You've got to create an environment where everybody can win, or it will start to pull down your project and end up in a lose. So let me go through these one by one. Let's talk about designers. Typically in the industry, we're like, oh, the designers, they don't have the job done. These things are never done. Drawings are getting worse. I hate them. They're always changing things. Negative, 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 negative. No, 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 no. In other videos, I've explained what it's like to be a designer, or what their perspective is. And we should do, we're going to have to start to understand their perspective and take care of them. So as builders, what you can do is enable their design, enable their constructability reviews, their real-time budget updates for the design. Actually go in and make sure that you have updates real time for your tag plans, for your production plans as you're going through. Get them what they need. Go and do those A3s. Bring on early design assist trade partners and really support and enable their work, and stop complaining and find this balance between design and it's not actually a balance, the right blend with design and construction, and understand that iterative cycle has got to continue for us to have the information we need, lock arms with them, be positive, see it from their perspective, and start to partner. 4, trades. We really want to make sure, by the way, in case you're wondering, the first one was owners, second one was owners reps, and the third one was designers. So now we're on 4, trade partners. On your construction project, like I've already said, all of your trade partners must be winning. So that means that we create an environment that is stable, clean, safe, and organized. We create a production system where all of our trades are leveled and going the same speed and the same distance apart. And we grade real-time, non-subjective data to make sure that everybody is rising in their scores to becoming A and B players on the project site and winning together. So here's the thing that people don't understand. We do not command and control people, meaning we do not boss and command and control people. But a general contractor better for darn sure command and control the environment. The cleanliness, the safety, the organization, the logistics, the production system, the culture, so that everybody can rise to the occasion and flourish. So it is the GC's job to pace the trades together like they are the conductor in an orchestra. And so that must happen for the trades to win. So if you have an A player contractor over here and F players, it is the GC's job to elevate those trades to where everybody's an A player and they can work the same speed, the same distance apart, and care for each other. That is how we do this better together concept with trades. And number 5, the one I want to leave you with, is our own internal team. You cannot have a silo over here and a little buddy group over here and disconnection amongst the team. You only win as an individual in your career and as a team when you're all winning. And so that's why I recommend construction companies start to work in a more healthy way. Departments start to work in a more healthy way. On the job sites, the actual project teams start to work in a healthy way and elevate each other. Out there on the site, the trade partners working together at the same speed, the same distance apart in a healthy way. The owner and the designers and the contractors and the trades working together in a healthy way. The secret is we only win when we win together. So this is an amazing video. The last thing I want to tell you here is that you, as a human being, and we've observed this over and over and over in social studies, we have learned that it is human nature to take It is human nature to silo, and it is human nature to just go do things as a default. So if you put a bunch of leaders out on the project site and say, hey, we're going to build this, they'll go and do. Like, go and do. Rush, I'm going to go over here. Everybody will go and do something by themselves. That is never step one. Step one is always build the team. Always leverage that wisdom, always connect, always be better together. So this is such an important concept. We're going to put this into a blog post for you and link it in the description below so you can reference it. Please, please remember, there is no such thing as a win-lose. There's only win-wins and lose-loses. We've got to start to leverage the wisdom of the team because we can only win together. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.